do, y'all? It's Franchise Jerry back with another episode of Wrestling with Xotics, and I got my dog with me.
I think I need a Fiji water.
And today we're going to be reviewing the Raw after WrestleMania. So the show starts off with the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion of the World, Roman fucking Reigns, right? Along with Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa. Before he can even talk, he's interrupted by Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes is pretty much just telling him, like, I had you. I really wanted Cody to take a moment out and really expose Roman. Like, bro, you know you're not beating me without your family and all that. But Cody too nice of a guy. That's why he finishing last. And he didn't say that at all. Honestly, if Solo didn't interfere, Cody might be champion right now. And I feel like that was something that he should have highlighted more. So, of course, after that rant, he pretty much asked Roman for a rematch, and Roman's like, nah. Then after discussing it over with Paul Heyman for a brief second, check this out. So he pretty much tells Cody, if you go get a partner, someone that competed from WrestleMania, and you guys beat us in a match tonight, I will give you a rematch. And before Cody could even really accept, sure enough, Brock Lesnar comes out and accepts to be Cody Rhodes' partner for the night. We'll have some more coverage on that in just a little bit. What'd you think about that, though? Surprising Brock came to Cody's rescue on that.
All right, first I'm going to address the segment. Now, as I told y'all prior, these are both my dogs. 1A, 1B. So seeing the outcome of how it played out, it's just more logical. I didn't expect necessarily Cody to win just because, like we've been talking about, 1,000 days around the corner. He's trying to separate himself. He's not going to have a reign that's even near this length again. So why is he going to cut it too short and have a bunch of what-ups in his head? That's not a tribal chief thing to do, you know what I mean?
And it's going to be hard to believe anyone else reaching 1,000 days. So
in this type of era, like how we are in, that's why he's really separating himself. So
because the window is closing for this shit. The window is closing for this shit. It will never probably be duplicated again.
Never, never.
And it definitely has to be someone way tougher than Roman, which is hard to even imagine right now because he just goes over everyone.
Yeah, and all these wrestlers, like, they don't focus in on the character like him. I feel like he had the in-ring capability before, because if you watch his matches, I always go back and watch. The Tribal Chief always been a good in-ring competitor. His problem was his character, why he wasn't getting pushed. Well, he was getting pushed, but not by the fans.
A little bit of his wrestling, too, because we used to say he didn't have a moveset.
He used to, but, like, honestly, bro, I feel like that's more so now, because I go back and watch his matches with AJ Styles, and the matches he had, like his first match with Brock Lesnar ever, that's his best match with Brock. It's really good. So I see the potential in Roman, but I feel like he traded in the in-ring for this character. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. That's why he's so easy to compel to give help. Yeah, because
this character, he beats people up on some Triple H vibe-ish type deal. You know what I mean?
Literally like that.
He's just going to beat the hell out of you and then do his main 3 moves on you, the Superman punch, spear, and then, you know, maybe a power bomb, and that's going to be the end of it.
Literally. But to see Cody come out and to be like, straight business, I had you. Rematch. Or they know, I just like, Cody, you're not going to get that. You know that, right? It's not going to be that easy. Nowhere near that easy.
Yeah. I thought maybe they would just say fuck it and give him the rematch. He had the whole crowd turned. But
that's
I think
what they love, bro.
Yeah, I think he would have got Roman to accept that rematch if he would have called Roman out, like I said. I would have called Roman a coward, a bitch, all type of shit. I would have had him pissed off.
He would have degraded him a little bit more. Would have got,
you know what I mean?
Because the Tribal Chief is all about ego.
Yeah, and like if you're letting Paul and Roman pretty much determine what's gonna go down, then you got to know how to work the situation. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got to ruffle some feathers. Yeah, say the right shit. Really piss people off. Like you can't just be out there like, I almost had you. Let me get a rematch. Nah, you look like some little petty kid from down the street. Like
that's how these are looking at you. But if you was like saying some more stuff, like you needed Solo or you needed stuff, because notice
you're a fucking coward. Yeah, I would have looked him in his face. You're a fucking coward, and I would have had sex with your mother. I would have made Roman give me that match that night. Roman would have had to fight me immediately.
He's like, what, bro?
What?
Tribal chief
Yes,
would go,
nigga, with your mother.
Roman responded as such by just denouncing Cody in a sense, like brushing him off. He didn't even acknowledge him by speaking to him, which is the funny part too.
Yeah, he had Paul talk to him
because he's like, I already handled you.
And at the same time, though, I felt like Roman would be speaking if he actually beat Cody without all the outside interference.
Yeah.
Like if he really went out there, dominated, stepped on Cody, he probably would have went out there just himself and Paul Heyman like he normally would. You know what I mean? And just be talking and shit about the nigga like, yeah, I told you what I was going to do to him and I did it. After Roman won that WrestleMania match, he was kind of bragging like, see, I'm a man of my word. I be telling y'all blah, blah. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, I wouldn't even be bragging that hard if I was you for real because you used your family on the biggest stage of all, bro. When that should have been a moment for you to really stamp this entire tribal chief run. Like, I'm really him. I don't need nobody. Look at Gunther. He didn't have his goons out there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and Gunther really stamped himself as a champion, beating these two former world champions. So Roman didn't really stamp anything in this, and he kind of discredited himself in a way. At the same time, kept credit for Cody because he had to cheat to win.
Yeah, that's also a good point. He did protect Cody in this loss. And then sure enough, bro, seeing Brock Lesnar come out there and Cody think he's getting protected by him and that he's gonna be in a tag team match with him, I'm just like, WWE, what is going on with you? Why are you having these guys even meet yet? Like, you know, I would have tucked this away, but this is a tag team level match that's WrestleMania caliber, as you just mentioned, the WrestleMania. That could have been on the card. You know, no one would want to see that because it's WrestleMania, but it definitely would fit. Those are all four big superstars in the company.
Up next, we got Omos versus Elias. And Omos pretty much beat the brakes off of Elias. Like, I have no idea why WWE put him in that situation. Like, it didn't do nothing for Elias and it didn't do nothing for Omos. Well, it put Elias in the hospital probably, but that's probably about it. What did you think about their little matchup that they had?
This is a squash match. And those of you not familiar with the term squash match, that's usually someone who's a jobber being like the run-of-the-mill amateur that you put in the ring with your bona fide building superstar or superstar just to cement him because he's going to dominate him. And that's exactly what happened to Elias. He got dominated.
Honestly, it's funny because I get what you mean, but it's at the same time, it's not really a squash match.
It's not.
Because Elias is a legit competitor.
Yeah.
It's just the way Omos did him made it look like a squash match.
Exactly. So that's why I said that. Yo. And it's just funny, too, because speaking of, like, coverage and WWE giving people credit, this is a clear case of that. He lost to Brock, but you don't feel like he lost to Brock because he's all right on the Raw after WrestleMania. He's stepping on shit, and he's trying to win.
Right.
So that's important, too.
I'm just like, where is he going to go with
from
this?
Yeah, like, okay, for example, like for the United States champion, you are protecting Austin Theory so hard. That is supposed to be the title that Omos that's a tester title. That's for him to work, notice to make appearances, notice to be expected of you, provide a good incoming every month and week for watching TV, but they can't do that because they're saving him.
Real briefly, imagine Omos and then you also have Gunther as Intercontinental and you got a United States champion.
That's what I'm saying.
The competition for those belts is going to go up. And at the same time, it should still build Omos.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's kind of weird now where they won't do anything with the belt because, like, we needed to solidify Theory because John had that belt.
Nah. I like back when the United States belt used to move around a lot.
Yeah.
Like, you'd see that on a couple people. Like, hell, Bret Hart had it. Like, Bret Hart had the United States title for a minute. Like, I don't know why it's not like that right now. I feel like Austin Theory's run definitely should come to an end soon because it's time to push someone else and then, you know, let Theory start to rise above that.
Exactly.
Or send him back to NXT and then compete for the NXT World Championship.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Because he's not beating Roman and he's not beating Cody or nobody like that. So,
bro,
no, and he's damn sure not beating Brock.
He's not polished enough. He can't. The one thing that saves Cody, a lot of people don't know, is the fact that he can cut a promo. Mm-hmm. And because he can cut a promo, he can even cut heel ones too. So hopefully WWE don't try to cater too much to his babyface shit and you let him go heel. Because heel Cody be talking that shit. He don't give a fuck about people. He's not crying. He's being an asshole. Mm-hmm. So it's like that's the range they need to show, but Theory doesn't have that capability. Certain times I hear him and he does hold his own, but it's like watching paint dry. I'm like, bro, this is not captivating. I swear to God, they're forcing me to try to believe your words because you're gonna try to meet his actions with his words, and I'm like, bro, that's not him.
He do choose his words wisely. I feel like the speech I feel like how he talks just kind of matches his character. Unlike LA Knight, for example, like he's got that whole character, but then come out in his attire and just be looking like a retired porn star. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, bro. LA Knight is funny as hell, though. You see, like, honestly, I could objectively look at what you're saying and get it because I fuck with the character.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily fuck with him because I don't necessarily with certain things I see him where I'm like, nah, but you're so funny and shit like that. Be real.
You in that Bray Wyatt match, he had that neon shit.
I was like,
oh, come on,
bro.
Man. He done came out in the all yellow attire before. Like, I'm like, boy, stop.
He's just so funny, bro. He just remind me of like a middle-aged dad that always looking for girls that at least like 5 years younger than him, and he's just out here just doing funny shit. Like he's like I could see him on HBO, a TV show. Like he just
I could too. He looked like a Netflix dad.
Yeah, like and he's wondering why his son can't get no girls. And he's just like, son, have you not been watching all these years? Like
I used to get all the poontang.
Yeah. He say some weird, creepy shit like that.
He say poontang,
and he's like, no, you just don't understand. It was big in the '90s. It's big in the '90s. You just wasn't there. But look who's coming to who for help, okay? Yeah, and then he comes in to talk to his son. I can just see that with him, and he's just funny. But I just wish he is somebody that like needs to do more with his in-ring ability. Like, come out and win. Because the win you got over Mysterio, me being in person, bro, that just vindicated me. I was like, okay, you didn't make us lose while we were in front of you. When we were here, that's going to hold a lot of credibility.
Right.
And you're going to be like, damn, I did see that nigga win. Wow, I should put up and that nigga won. So it's like, come on, bro, he just need to win. But that's why he's my sleeper pick. Is right now, WWE Money in the Bank is going to be in the O2 Arena. I think he's going to win it.
Yeah, we're going to see. Yeah.
The
following segment, we got the Usos on the way to talk to the Tribal Chief. And this is about to be their first encounter since them losing the belts at WrestleMania. And right before they get to the Tribal Chief, they're stopped by Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman is doing some insane dick ride. He's like,
he's doing tricks on it.
He's spinning and everything. He said, Usos, the world's greatest tag team. Yeah, the Tribal Chief stepped out, but he got you a flight. He got you some food set up. Everything that y'all fuck with is there. Then all Jimmy got to say, speaking of Jimmy, Jimmy looked terrible. Jimmy looked fat as hell. He looked like he was trying to suck his stomach in the whole time. All they had to say about that was yeet. And they went on about their day. And sure enough, Paul Heyman goes back in the room and he's all like, I handled him, Tribal Chief. So I'm like, okay, Roman, you really shunning them, but you being low-key a weirdo about it. I would have kept it a stack and told these niggas, look, y'all ain't it. I don't know what the fuck y'all did, but I'm not rocking with that, you know? But instead he had Paul go ahead and lie to him. So I wonder how that's going to play out with the Usos when they find out that Roman's pretty much lying to him and shunning them. You know what I mean? I feel like that might lead to his downfall. But what'd you think about that segment, bro?
Bro, that shit is hilarious. Especially because Paul Heyman right now, this character, he helps the Tribal Chief character so much because of like the funniness aspect of it, like how he said he's doing dick riding and just all this shit that he's doing.
Oh yeah, my Tribal Chief. Like, boys,
like, he ain't never addressed like, okay, look,
no knee pads either.
He be saying Brock Lesnar every time he says his name. He had to tone it down now. He kind of chilled out on it, but he never addressed no client like this. You know, like, you don't say my client. He says my tribal chief.
My tribal chief. That nigga is sliding on the knees to the D.
He just saying a bunch of crazy shit at this point too, and then as soon as he gets rid of the Usos, he comes back into the room like he said. You don't even see him or nothing. You just hear him. I handled it, my tribal chief. I'm like,
this is bad for business having him low key around like that. Like, Roman, why you got him around like that, bro? Saying all that shit. If me and Paul was working together, I'm telling Paul, act like Paul. Don't be on me like that, bro. You scaring the hoes.
Yeah, but I do think Roman's gonna have a slight downfall because of him shunning them. Because we do realize that the Usos have been in this conversation with Sami Zayn. What did Sami say? He said, "This is not family. Your cousin lies to you. Your cousin does all. You know what I'm saying?" I'm just like, damn.
He being factual. He's spitting.
He's like, he don't fuck with y'all for real. And then like,
nah.
I mean, Roman's gonna spin it like this because he's gonna be like, well, I want you all to succeed. So why should I celebrate poor performance? But at the same time, really, he's like, y'all can only be around me if y'all if you're doing good yourself. You got gold too. I don't want y'all just clinging to me. There's no bloodlines about success, right?
Right.
And it's like a mind fuck because yes, it is, but why can't we get it back to being success?
And it's all like, why gotta have a belt to be around you?
Yeah, why can't y'all fuck with your cousin?
Yeah. Like, we supposed to just be cool. How come we just can't be the gang members?
Yeah.
You know, and stomp dudes out for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Why are you tripping on us like that? Because I thought it was interesting, too, that they came and helped out during WrestleMania. And I was like, ooh, they been trying to make up for losing them titles. But I was like, that shit ain't going to work. And I knew it wasn't. And then sure enough.
If I was Roman, I would have been pissed. Like, why are y'all niggas helping me? Do not help me. This is supposed to be my lesser than. This man is, I can name 5 names better than Cody Rhodes right now. We got Randy, Matt Riddle, Bobby, Bray Wyatt, John Cena. All these names are bigger than Cody Rhodes and are well accomplished. And they have all fallen. So imagine Cody Rhodes being the only one to beat Roman straight up. No. And like I said, this is your lesser than. You should have took time out and did him bogus just like you did Kevin Owens. You didn't need nobody's help for Kevin. You did Kevin the worstest. So that should have been Cody at WrestleMania. You know
he had to keep it cool. They said we tribal chief, we need somebody to take over after you when you just reign of terror is over. You can't fuck him up like that. Because he did Kevin horrible.
He did Kevin bogus.
Nigga, I ain't never seen someone use the stairs like how Roman used the stairs on Kevin. He threw his whole back into him, looking into Sammy's eyes, just like, this is what you want? This is your friend? This is your friend?
Niggas bums.
This niggas bums, man. I still think no one ever used that. Because it was like, Kevin looked like he know to stay away from Roman right now. He like, I ain't gonna come fight y'all unless I really got Sammy now. I got Sammy.
Right. I got what I wanted, so I'm going to stay over here. You know he don't want no smoke.
At all, bro. But I can't wait to see Friday night.
Up next, we got Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory. Dom pretty much distracts Rey Mysterio, and Rey goes A-Town down. That shit is just funny as hell to say. I ain't going to cap. But anyway, Dom turned his attention to Bad Bunny because if you guys watch WrestleMania, you know Bad Bunny is pretty much why Rey was able to get the win over Dominic. He pretty much stopped Dominic from using the chain in the match. So obviously Dom wasn't feeling that. He went over there to let Bad Bunny know about it. And Bad Bunny wasn't having none of that shit. Bad Bunny squared up and knocked him square the fuck out. Just like how Logan was doing Seth. Damian Priest wasn't feeling that. So he snatched Bad Bunny's little ass right over the guardrail like he was just some little ass child, bro. He literally grabbed Bad Bunny up like a child. I think Bad Bunny is about 6'1", maybe, you know? He grabbed him up like he was a small child. And then not only that, took him over to the announce table and put him square through it. And you know this was kind of unplanned because Corey Graves kept having to apologize to all of Bad Bunny's fans throughout the show. I was like, bro, just shut up. It's all right. He in WWE. He knows what's
signed up for this.
He signed up for this. You know what I mean? He getting trained by him. Pause. But he know what's up.
Definitely didn't. Well, definitely wasn't feeling the fact that Ray lost to Austin Theory, which I feel like, damn. So he's going to the Hall of Fame.
At the same time, they left some credit on Ray's name. Dominic interfered with the match.
I know, bro, but it's just like it
kind of leaves the door open a little bit, but at the same time, I feel what you're saying. We don't want to see him lose to him, period. I would have booked somebody else for that moment.
Yeah.
But I felt like that was really just for Bad Bunny to get done up.
Yeah.
Because that's going to lead to their match.
Backlash.
Yeah, in Puerto Rico. WWE's first time in a long time back in Puerto Rico. So you guys can be looking forward to seeing Bad Bunny in live action competition.
As well as being the host of Backlash.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He got put straight through that table. Straight through the table.
Hell yeah. You just seen his soul leave his body.
He's like, this is what I signed up for. Hey.
Getting slapped by a nigga with extensions.
Oh, my.
Crazy. Woo!
He's insane.
Third match of the night, we got the new tag team champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, taking on the Street Profits. And once again, the Street Profits inhaled too much smoke and ended up taking a loss that they did not need to take. Especially not at this point in time, seeing as they're already #1 contenders for those belts. I really hope the WWE algorithm is correct on this one, meaning since they lost this match, they'll win the big one next time when it really matters, which is probably going to be sometime around SummerSlam. I'm guessing. I'm hoping they win the belts by SummerSlam. We don't need a long Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn run. Like, pause. With all that being said, though, what did you think about their matchup?
This was a good matchup, but it was a horrible result. I'm tired of seeing the Street Profits be less than all the time when they're damn near carrying all the stuff that's promotionally related to WWE or Raw as a whole. That's why they're on Raw.
You see them in all the main commercials.
I'm like, that's not cool. That's not cool. Okay, and I don't know if it's like they're just being okay with it. On either end, WWE should be telling them like, no, guys, you guys deserve more. And they themselves should be saying, no, we're trying to win. Or we're trying to like be at the moment. Because like, look at Booker T, bro. Somebody who's never, that's why I fuck with Booker T the most out of like a lot of wrestlers. Because he's always trying to win.
King Booker.
He did that, bro. He was out stamping his shit. Because he was like, I got a hold out of that belt. And now as a kid, you're not knowing that, but you seeing it getting mad, like, oh, here you go. As an adult watching, knowing what he went through, I'm so glad I got to see King Booker.
Hell yeah. It was definitely a sight to behold.
And
I didn't like him as a wrestler, but as an entertainer, bro, he was top tier. Always had me cracking the fuck up. And I just thought it was hilarious how they had him and his wife sitting next to Kurt Angle and his wife. Awkward.
Yeah, but Booker is just, he's like, now we begging for King Taz, and we want to see that same type of thing. It could be King Dawkins too, but these guys supposed to be in that spotlight of winning. Notice Booker T didn't often lose. He could be, and that doesn't mean he can't be an entertainer because Booker is very entertaining. He was only losing if it was necessary. Otherwise than that, he would never do that. I don't know what's next for this. I don't know who's gonna. My whole thing with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, who are they gonna have like real good feuds with? Because WWE is kind of based more off feuds. They don't really do good
Street Profits, maybe.
Like maybe, but I'm like they only really. I don't want to.
I don't want to see that.
That's bad because they will put Kevin Owens and Kevin Owens over. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Break that shit all the way up. They don't want to be wrestling with each other, man. They want individual belts. They don't want to be no damn tag team champions. The Street Profits do, so give them the damn belts. Like, what is going on with the writing right now, man? Look, WWE, I'm putting my papers in. I'll stop smoking, and I promise you, if you put me on the board to write these shows, we'll have this shit jumping, and we'll make more than $21 billion. That's for sure.
We'll make sure we know what they want to see, man. We really know. It's that we're not talking to all the internet people necessarily.
I'm only smoking because y'all ain't hire me. So y'all got me stressed.
We stressed, bro.
I done put my applications in. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? Push my shit through. Hit your boy up. Let's get it cracking.
Let's get it
Let's get this money right, man.
For sure. I could support that. But as we were saying, yeah, break this shit up because Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn working together, bro, it just confuses me. I'm just like, who are they gonna really make like stars in the tag team division? Oh, we had Classic with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and then it's like you guys are not a legible tag team. It's gonna be forgotten. You know why? Because you guys are gonna eventually break up and go your separate ways and be on the individual shit. So like, let's rip the Band-Aid off and not peel it off slow, and let's get to actual shit that makes sense. Yeah. I want to see Street Profits actually win these championships, have that reign, because I feel like what they're gonna do with this Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn shit, they're gonna be the ones to lose it when they split those belts up. And I want the fucking Street Profits to have that credibility, have both of those titles, bro, before that's just kaput, because that's not gonna last for too much longer. But what I'm seeing from this is that's what they're going towards with this, and I'm like, these are not legible tag team wrestlers.
Right. Up next, we're about to hear from Seth Rollins, but strangely, right before we hear from him, he's told to go to the back. And a lot of people are blaming Vince off the rip for this, but I necessarily wouldn't. Who knows? They probably had some better plan for Seth because he was probably about to go out there and cut some type of mid-card promo when we know that he should be in the main event. So hopefully that's what it is. I'm going to just go the positive route with it. Next on Monday Night Raw, we got Bobby Lashley mauling Mustafa Ali. For always talking that bullshit. Mustafa Ali got this new character who wears beanies with straightened hair and just say dumbass shit backstage to piss people off. And Bobby Lashley was not having it. Really put the paws on him. Like when I say mauled, he mauled him.
It was a mauling. He beat the shit out of him.
What else can we call it? The following segment, we got Roman pretty much sweating Paul Heyman like, bro, did you know Brock was going to be here tonight? Like, what's going on with that? And Paul's like, no, I didn't know. Like, you know, Brock usually take a break around this time. So I'm surprised myself. But you shouldn't worry, though, because he can't even compete for the belt. And then Roman is like, oh, all right. So Roman getting all hyped up, getting in his vibe again. He like, yeah, you right. So I'm going to just go out there and I'm going to smash him like I always do. Pause. It's his words, not mine. And then it get crazier because then he's all like, yeah, and then I'm gonna do Cody too. Pause. And then it don't get no better because then he like, yeah, then I'm gonna tag Solo in. And he gonna show Cody who's ready to.
God.
This is all Roman's words, not mine. It is so hard to quote this man. Like, why you gotta use that word to describe what you gonna do to these men?
He's doing that shit to be funny. He's like, you gonna repeat that shit.
Yo, like, no. Bro, you're not the Incredible Hulk.
I would
like,
never say that shit.
What did you think about that segment right there, bro? That shit low-key had me cracking up. I was like, yo, this shit is absolutely dumb. Let's get to the match already.
I was like, why he said all this, Roman? But I'm like, it gotta be like a joke to him. He gotta know people gonna repeat this and then try to quote me and try to do this shit. And it's fun. He knows what he's doing. He got to.
Again, we'll have more on that match in just a little bit. But right now, we got to talk about Rhea Ripley interrupting Bianca Belair in this next segment. And I didn't like it, man. Rhea, she really need to stay in her place. And I'm happy that Bianca put her in her place. Because Rhea came out there popping it, talking about, oh, you're the luckiest because I didn't choose you. I would have took your belt. And I'm like, Rhea, if you don't shut your handsome ass up, no, you would have ended up just like Cody Rhodes with an L. You would have been another Royal Rumble winner that didn't win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. So you lucky that you picked Charlotte Flair. And thank God Charlotte Flair was willing to give it up to you because she want to go and chill with her husband and do her shit over there. You feel me? Because usually Charlotte is having a long run. You gonna feel this type of run. You feel me? Like she's not playing with him. So Rhea, if we being for real, you was the luckiest. And I love how Bianca Belair responded to that too. She pretty much told Rhea, I'm ready when you are. You know what I'm saying? But I know you ain't ready right now. So come back when you are. And Rhea Ripley took her ass on out the ring and went to the back. Rhea's already taken a few L's to Bianca before, so she already know what's up. That's why she ain't have nothing else to say. Like, yeah, keep it pushing, Gothy.
Yeah, Rhea was looking mighty feisty out there. But Bianca was ready for it. She's like, bring all the challenges. I'm on my
With
John
all
Cena.
that smoke.
She on her John Cena shit. She was
Hell
like,
yeah.
word life.
You want some? Come get some.
Rhea came out there looking like she wanted an issue with Bianca, bro. I don't know what's to come of that. Gonna be a good fade, but Rhea might win. But you never know. That's why he said come back later, because she could build up more momentum. Because right now she get stopped in the tracks. That'd fuck her up. So it's just a nice teaser though. But I'm like waiting for I'm waiting to see the clash though.
Yeah, for sure. We'll probably get that out of Survivor Series, hopefully.
Oh, that'd be probably when we are.
Mm-hmm.
Good thinking.
And now for the time we've all been waiting for. Damage Control versus Liv Morgan and Raquel. Yo, the winners of this match will become the #1 contenders for the women's tag team belts. And fortunately enough, Raquel and Liv Morgan got the win. And not only did they get the win, they got it in a dominating fashion. Raquel pretty much buried Dakota Kai through the mat, picked her up, and then threw her into Liv Morgan's oblivion. This wasn't too long of a match, but it did keep my attention. What'd you think about this match, dog?
I definitely feel like that match kept the attention, bro. It just had like a flair to it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it was quick, but it like had like a lot of good moments.
Hard hitting, like it was fast paced.
Yeah. And Dakota Kai is also showing you why she's just a great talent every time, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped seeing her in the ring, just in general, even if she doesn't have a championship. But I feel like she needs that payoff of being a champion. WWE really derailed her in a way because she never won the NXT Women's Championship. So she just pretty much doesn't have any accolades. She's just known to be a good wrestler. And I feel like she deserves a big payoff.
Definitely. I couldn't have said it better myself. I've been looking at it like she's how I like to look at Damian Priest for like he's a workhorse. They like to put him in matches with people, like put him in certain spots because they know he's a safe worker and a good wrestler. So he has a lot of in-ring ability that is pleasant to display on either on a grand stage or a consistent stage. And that's why I feel like they are pairing him with Dom more so than pairing him with Finn because he more has that body type and structure. And I feel like it can help him, like really like mold him into this. As crazy as that sounds, to being a better in-ring competitor at least.
Yeah,
Got the character. Yeah, Dom. Yeah, man. Shout out to Finn. You going crazy.
Next, we got the return of Matt Riddle at the Miz's expense. Once again, poor Miz. He's just going out so sad, and they just always doing him the worstest. The Miz has probably had the toughest week out of everyone. No he gets punted by Pat McAfee. He gets the people's elbow by Snoop. And then he gets dissed by Matt Riddle, who comes out twice as zesty than before. He's got the Speedo, the nails, you name it. Just all smiles.
All smiles.
All smiles in his glory. And his fucking scooter just going crazy, right? I'm not even gonna cap, bro. Even his finisher is zesty. It's like a 69 slam. And you're not like on some AJ Styles shit where you're at least doing it, but slamming the dude on his face, like you just slamming him on his back. I'm not feeling it. Like, why couldn't you do something else?
Oh my god!
You know, it's a little crazy. So I don't know, bro. This version of Matt Riddle will never win a WWE Championship
at all.
At all, ever. Never even a mid-card belt. You're just gonna be in there to take pins.
You're a joke. I just want to quickly mention Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Lita's interview promo backstage. I feel like Trish is going to turn on them. Trish is like feeling like chopped liver. Like they got the championships and She's the one that was at one time the first ever 7-time Divas Women's World Champion. So it's just like, what the fuck's going on? And if you notice in that segment, she kind of like, you're not gonna address me. She kind of like thrown off a bit. And like we've been saying, Lita does be looking delayed. So I was kind of surprised Trish ain't got no gold.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't let Trish and Lita actually get the championships.
I feel like Becky and Lita is so awkward, so forced on us.
Yeah, it's like that's a one-time type of deal.
Yeah,
we're not trying to see that shit a lot.
That was WWE need this in the writing team.
Yeah, no cap.
Because
the writing is just so poor nowadays. Like, what is going on?
This shit don't make sense.
Finally, we got our main event. And this was pretty much a WrestleMania caliber type of match. We got Cody Rhodes teaming up with Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Unfortunately, the match didn't even get started, though. Brock, out of nowhere, F5s Cody Rhodes twice, and then pretty much takes him to Suplex City after that. I thought it was done after that, and I have no clue why Brock is doing this at all. But the onslaught did not stop there. Brock ended up whipping Cody's ass all outside the ring and even F5'd him through the announce table. And I ain't never seen Brock Lesnar do F5s the way he was doing them to Cody. Like, they all looked official. I don't know if it was just Cody trying to sell him or what the deal was, but Brock had some different level of intensity on those pieces.
Some torque.
You know what I mean? Speaking of pieces, Brock, he's just one of the coldest, man. He walked out the ring after that. We thinking everything is smooth. No, Brock spins the block and does more damage to Cody Rhodes. Whoops his ass with a steel chair. Some more suplexes.
It was a sad sight to see.
And then after that, Brock Lesnar's just at the top of the ramp flipping everybody off. And we're just like, why? Why'd you do it? And, I was thinking at first, like, maybe because he knows Cody's the #1 contender, but it's like, who cares? Brock can't even compete for that belt no more. So it's like, there's really no answers for this at all. If you guys got any answers to why Brock Lesnar possibly did this, go ahead and comment below. We want to hear what y'all think. Because I can't put a thumb on it, honestly. What did you think about this, bro?
I was looking at this as completely surprised as you, man. I'm confused. I'm like, Brock, why? At least you could have got your hands to beat on Roman again. I know you love doing that, but this is insane to me. I was like, no way he's really beating shit at Cody. F5'd him on the stairs. Let him step on his throat.
Yeah, he was doing him bad.
He was doing him bad.
If we being honest, bro, like, this whole match just seemed like it was too good to be true.
Yeah, too sweet.
When I first heard the match, I'm like, okay, we're going to see how that goes. I don't see that just being one wrestling classic.
Bunch of shenanigans.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be some type of bullshit going on. And sure enough, Cody gets the brakes beaten off him. Me personally, I'm not going for it. Brock couldn't do that to me and just be walking around like shit is sweet.
I did that to him.
You know what I mean?
That'd be crazy.
Now, the real question out of all of this is Cody Rhodes going to retaliate? Because me personally, I can't go out like that. I don't care who you is. You're not about to do me like that on national television. You'll have to see me in the parking lot, and if I can't beat you up, I bet I'll shoot you up. Like, no, you will not do me like that.
No, not at all.
Do you think Cody is going to retaliate after this, bro? Or you think he going to let it slide like Kofi Kingston did?
He going to retaliate. He's not built like Kofi.
Hey, my boy Kofi Kingston let that shit slide. He said, here. You can have it.
I don't want it. I don't want it. Too much. So, no. But I do think Cody's going to retaliate. Mr. Heyman, did you set your advocate on me? I feel like he can play more of mind games with Roman, too, at the same time. Maybe we might find out he did know Brock was going to be there to come out.
I can see that, bro. I can see the bloodline probably starting to crumble. But at the same time, Brock has kind of been planting seeds that he wants to just go and retire off and chill on his farm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we don't know how much longer Brock has in the game. That's also why I felt like he went over on Omos, because that might have been his last WrestleMania for a minute. Like, he's like, I'm not letting Omos go over on me. Like, I'm the beast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get the biggest check in the entire company, so y'all got to pay me. And not only that, but y'all got to put me over in WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Especially before I go. Yeah, I looked that up on Google. He's the highest paid in WWE. Overall, I really enjoyed Raw, and it actually got me hyped for SmackDown. Mostly because I want to see who's going to challenge Rhea Ripley for that world title. I hope it's somebody worthy, but at the same time, I don't know who's ready enough to go test in waters. You know what I mean?
I don't think anybody's going to be honest ready enough, bro. This is going to be a long type reign for her. That's why I kind of wanted her not to even deal with Bianca, but I feel like that was just a teaser for, like you said, Survivor Series. But
I could see her holding that shit for probably a year.
Yeah, she's going to dominate, step on people, bro.
WWE is running out of females to screw over.
No cap. I just feel like at this point they don't have the belts like we talked about prior. They need to start adding more mid-card belts for the women so they can be more included to the shows. I feel as though SmackDown is going to be interesting because I can't wait to see what's going to happen with the Bloodline as well. Because what if the Usos do find out they're shunned?
Right. They're going to be sick as hell.
You've been voted off the island of relevancy.
And that's going to wrap up our Raw review. We appreciate everyone out there listening and smoking with your boys. Again, it's the franchise kid, man. Franchise Jerry. And I got my dog with me.
I think I need a feed you order.
And you guys have been watching Wrestling with Xotics. If you ain't know, now you know. With that being said, man, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, y'all.
Share this shit with the world.
And turn on your post notifications so you know every time we drop a track. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace.